What's up, fam? Hope everybody is doing fantastic out there. Today we have a special knife. This is one that I am really excited to take a look at. So this is the Karbon Buckhorn. This is a Ken Onion design, and this is Katsuo manufactured. So it's a Katsuo OEM, but it's the brand is Karbon, spelled with a K. So Ken Onion is one of those guys that is a legend in the industry. S35 titanium gives you this little pretty cool little certificate of authenticity. Like I said, Ken Onion is again a legend in the industry. He is kind of the designer that got me started in knives. Some of his early stuff with CRKT and Kershaw are what really got me into that, bridge that gap from the gas station knives to a legitimate knife. And this is one, like I said, I really like this. It kind of harkens back a little bit to some of that. I don't know if any of you guys had the CRKT Ripple. This has a lot of that feel to it. That kind of, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like just a natural feel. It's the lines are super fluid. It just nothing. Everything's rounded. Everything feels, it's slick yet grippy. I don't know. It's really hard to explain. This is one of those knives that is just astonishingly well done, well designed. Honestly, in my opinion. Maybe it's a bit of a fanboy thing with Ken Onion, but either way it goes, it is a beautiful knife, no denying that. Let's jump right into this thing. Now, one thing I did not look at on this because you can't get this knife right now. I did not look at the pricing on it. If I can see the pricing, I'll put it up on the screen here in a little bit. But here is some of your close-ups. You got just milling for days on this titanium. This boxed milling here looks insane. You've got micro milling in the milling, and then almost this, like I said, that ripply look there. T6 and T8. Backside here, you got like this buckshot looking, this cartridge look on the pivot and the surround. Really well done, well chamfered right here on the lock bar. So this right here is not going to grab anything because it's extremely well chamfered. Pocket clip is stiff, so that would be interesting. Well, it's only got one small point of contact, so I don't know. We'd have to see how that does. Beautiful backspacer. You got the branding there on the backspacer. A little bit of kind of a cutout, not really jimping, but just some milling there. Big lanyard hole. I'm not the biggest fan of that looks wise, but you can't feel it, so it is what it is. Pocket clip again looks a little funky with that J hook in it, but it kind of flows with the line, so good looking nonetheless. Thumb studs are angled, which gives you exactly where you need to be on them. Let me wipe this blade off real quick. So this blade has that same kind of a coating that the Triad we had previously has on it. It's kind of like that pearlescent looking finish. So you've got I guess this is a form like a modified drop point or something like that. Because you've got this blunt nose that comes down. Really strange blade shape. But that's just kind of I don't know, maybe a modified reverse Tonta. I don't know what the hell you'd call this. Plunge grind terminates very quickly, so you got plenty of room for sharpening. Sharpening tools are well done. It is a flat grind. Got a swedge there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to see the tip on this thing. Yeah, I can't see the tip just because of the I can't focus on it because of that rounded nose. But again, that is a really strange looking tip on that blade. Kind of does, I think the tip of the blade does give it a little bit of a weird look, but overall it is a very, very beautiful knife, and it is silky smooth. I mean, this thing just and it reverse flicks really well. Flipper action is good. Thumb stud is good. It's very, 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 very hard to get one that's tuned really good for a flipper and a thumb stud. Usually if it's tuned for the flipper, it's too hard for the studs, or if it's tuned for the studs, then the flipper is useless. This one is tuned really well. I'm guessing it's got a lot to do with how these thumb studs are done. I really like this knife, but you're looking at a 4.5 ounce knife, so 4.4 ounces. It is a 3.8 inch blade and a total of right at 9 inches. It's set, well, 8 3/4. It's 8.78 inches. Like I said, a 3.85 inch blade. So really good knife here in my opinion. Extremely comfortable. You do have kind of a choke up here, just a little bit of a trigger grip. No jimping really on the back. There's just that little spot there. Might as well not even be there, honestly. In my hand, anyway, the grip is here. So if you choke up, you do get up on that jimping, but that choke up isn't really that great because it puts you right on the edge. Where this knife shines is just putting it just in a normal grip here. Your hand locks in, and it is very, very ergonomic. No issues there whatsoever. The hardware on it should be, well, oh, that's the T8. Hold on, let me check the T8 first. Just a little bit of wiggle there. All of our T6 hardware. A little bit of wiggle there. A little bit there. So all our hardware is about the same, just got a little bit of wiggle on everything. I don't know how far I am on the pass around on these, but let's see. So yeah, blade's pretty damn sharp. It definitely gets a passing grade. So no real issues there. Again, this is one that I personally like. Again, it may be a fan of Ken Onion thing. I'm not sure. But what do you guys think? This knife was evidently really popular. A lot of people bought it. I will leave a link in the description for it, just in case it's something you want to look at, or if it's something that comes back in the stock. But as always, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Just remember, when you're out in the real world, be kind, be humble, be EDC. Y'all take care.